Hi there. In this video, I will walk you through setting up a freebie opt-in as well as a tripwire in Kajabi using a new tool called Apresly. Apresly allows you to create unique deadline timers for your subscribers. So when they opt in for your freebie, they're then being presented with a special offer for, let's say, 15 minutes. And Apresly ensures that after the 15 minutes, they're being redirected to an expired page. So this is very similar to what Deadline Funnel can do, but Apresly has some benefits over Deadline Funnel, and I'll come to those in a second. So when you use this setup of a freebie and a tripwire, it allows you to grow your email list through people opting in for a free PDF, for example, but it also allows you to get that hard first sale and to make some money right away. The process is this: they opt into your freebie and your email list on your website through an opt-in form, and then they see a special limited time offer. So instead of just seeing a page where they're being told to go check their inbox to find their freebie, they're being presented with a website, like a sales page with a timer for 15 minutes, for example. And in that time, they have the opportunity to purchase one of your regular offers at a discount or a special offer just specifically for these people opting into your freebie. The tools you'll need for this is Kajabi and Apresly. Of course, this can be done with other tools as well, but in this video, I'm focusing on the setup for these two. So Apresly is very similar to Deadline Funnel, and it allows you to create unique deadline timers. So this means that someone opts in on Monday afternoon, they have 15 minutes to purchase their offer, or however long you want to that time to be. And someone else opts in on a Tuesday, and then their timer starts. So it's unique for each person. The benefit of Apresly is that it's slightly cheaper than Deadline Funnel, and it starts at $32 a month if you pay annually compared to $39 with Deadline Funnel. Both allow you 3 campaigns on their lowest plan. But with Apresly, you're allowed 2,500 leads a month to go through that, whereas with Deadline Funnel, it is 1,000. So it's a really good alternative if you ask me. So what you need for this setup first in Kajabi is a freebie opt-in form that will be placed on a page on your website, obviously. Then an email delivering your freebie, a product that you're selling, and an offer which sells the product, right? So an offer can have multiple products inside. So that's why that's separate in Kajabi. The offer is where you set the price. And then we need a sales page that links to the checkout page where you're selling the offer that has the product inside. And then we also need to create an expired page that people see after their timer has run out. In Apresly, you'll need a one-time offer campaign. They have many different campaign types, but for this setup, we need a one-time offer campaign. So now I'll walk you through the setup. And in Kajabi, we're going pretty much in reverse order so that we can link things to one another. So we first need to create the product. So this is like the course, for example, that you will be selling in this limited time offer. Then we create an offer, and we first created the product so that we can now put the product inside the offer, and the checkout page, we create that as well. Then we create the sales page that then links to the checkout page. So there's like a buy now button, for example, and that links to the checkout page we created in step 2. And then we create the freebie opt-in form and the delivery email. And the thank you page that people see after they submitted that form is the sales page we created under 3. And then separate from all of this, we also need to create an expired page where people get to after their, let's say, 15 minutes of seeing the offer has expired. So first, the product setup, you just go to products and you create like a course or a download or whatever it is that you want to sell with this special offer. And then we create the offer and select that example product that you created. Obviously yours is the real one, and you select that from the dropdown. You set the price, in this case, $47, and then you can also customize the checkout. In this video, I'm not going to talk about customizing and styling the pages and the checkout and all that and making it on brand, because that's beyond the scope of this video. I here just want to really focus on making sure that technically everything is linked up as it should be and that it's working. So then we need to set up the sales page in Kajabi. So you go to website, landing pages, and then you choose one. You add a call to action, which adds in a button. And the button action would need to, then from the dropdown, you choose go to checkout page, and then you select the checkout page you created in this previous step. So then we create an opt-in form. For that, you need to go to Marketing, Forms, select New Form. Then you set it to single opt-in. You can also do double, but that complicates the setup and it's beyond the scope of this video. So for now, we're just going to go with single opt-in. And on the right-hand side, you'll see the after submission area. And you need to set that to go to the sales page you created in the previous step. Mine here is called sales page, but it helps to name it something a little bit more clear, so you know what actually, what sales page it actually is, because you'll have multiple over time, of course. And then at the bottom of the form setup, you can choose an automation to send an email with the freebie. You can also do this with an email sequence, but if you're just sending out one email with your freebie, like a link to a PDF or something like that, you can do that through an automation at the bottom as well. So the Kajabi expired page setup. So again, you go to website, landing pages, and you choose one. And on this page, you'll have a text along the lines of, sorry, this offer has expired. Or you can send them to a full price offer, or you send them to your social media. There's all kinds of things you can do with this page, but basically it is what they will see after their timer has expired. Then in Apresly, you'll need to do a one-time setup, and you can just follow along the steps. It's really easy. You sign up for an account. My affiliate link is in the description below this video, and you just follow their steps. It's very straightforward, but the one thing that's really, really important is that you add the header code in Kajabi. They'll provide you with the code, and in Kajabi, you go to settings, site details, page scripts, and then the header page scripts area. And that's where you paste that code in. And this will help Apresly know that this is your account and that it's linked to this Apresly account, so that it will all work fine. Once we're going to put the individual timers on the sales page and the checkout page, you'll get a different piece of code for that. But that only works if you have this header code in place. So this is really important. So then in Apresly, we need to choose a one-time offer setup. So you go to campaigns, click new campaign, and then select one-time offer. And as you can see here, it's for fast action offers and a deadline set in minutes. Here, the first step is to choose a name for your campaign. You can also stick it in a category if you like, or create a new one from the dropdown. And you choose a deadline length. Now, you can choose your time zone, but that doesn't really matter. It helps for the examples that you see below in the pink area. But for 15 minutes, it's always 15 minutes wherever we are. So it doesn't really matter. But you can choose 15 minutes or 20 minutes, however long you want to offer people to purchase this special offer that you have for them. In the next section, you choose the trigger, and in this case, you need to choose opens the website or email. This means that when they land on that specific page after they opted into your freebie, that's when they land on that page, that's when their timer starts. And then what to do when the countdown is over. From that dropdown, you choose redirect to another website. That's when they get to the expired page. So then in the website, landing page, cart page area, this is where you stick the URL of your landing page first, and then redirect after the deadline to, you put your expired URL. And then really important is that you click the blue add website button as well, or add link to cart. I think the blue one actually is the better option here. Because as you can see here, it allows you to add in another URL. So this is where I stick the URL of the checkout page. And then again, the offer expired page, same one, right? Same one as I used here in the main one. So this means the timer is going to go on both the sales page and the checkout page, and both of them will expire to the offer expired page after the timer has run out. So the next step is to style the timer. And here at the top, you can see 3 different options: email timer, sticky timer, and inline timer. For this one, we're not using an email timer because they're just coming to a page for 15 minutes and we're not doing any selling through email for this one. And I'm also not going to use the sticky timer. A sticky one is basically one that sort of floats on the page. And if you don't want to use it, it's really important that you click on sticky timer and toggle it off as from the start, like it's on. And I ended up with 2 timers on my page one time. So I just have to toggle the sticky timer off and use the inline timer, or the other one, I mean, whatever you prefer. So then you go to inline timer and you can choose what you want it to look like change the, the styling of it. And then you can also click device preview to see what it would look like. Then we need to add these specific timers to Kajabi. First on the sales page. So at the bottom of when you're on the inline timer section, it's presenting you with a code here that you can then add in a custom code section on your sales page. So you're selecting that on the left-hand side in your Kajabi sales page. You choose custom code. And in that area where it says code goes here, you delete that and then you add in your code from Apresly. And because we have that header code in place, it will now display the timer. And you can see here it says in red, this is why that was so important. It only works if that tracking code has already been added in the header section of the website. And then we need to do the same on the checkout page. It's a little more tricky to find where to add custom code, but in your product, you'll see here header, checkout, and then add section. And if you click that and scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll find custom. And then here is custom code. And you add that on the checkout page and you add in the Apresly code. Both for the sales page and the checkout page, you can of course drag that section to the top of the page if that's where you want to display the timer. So then you'll be presented with an overview page of all the different things, and it's asking you to check if everything's in place. And then you can click save and publish, and then it should actually be working. Then, of course, you can run a test yourself and see if it's actually working, but it should with this setup. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. And by the way, if you're new to using Kajabi, I offer 5 hours of my personal time to help you get set up with Kajabi if you sign up for Kajabi through the affiliate link in my description to this video. It also allows you a 30-day free trial rather than 14 days that's on their website. And my Apresly affiliate link is in the description to this video as well. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Bye.